up, everybody? This is Pooty KD in the place to be. Here to talk about something irrelevant to most people. This is the Video Game Awards, the Game Awards that is happening, I believe, next Thursday, December the 7th. Is it the 7th? I need to know these dates before I even start recording, or else I'm gonna just sound like a big old dummy. But yes, next Thursday. I'm right. I even second guess myself. I'm the man. The Game Awards. Now, this video is strictly going to be about just the Game of the Year games. Now, all those other categories, there's 31 categories in here, and some of them are esports related. I'm just not even going to deal with that because most of us don't even know who they are in the first place unless we're really into that esports area, you know. But I digress. The Game Awards Game of the Year nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Why isn't Final Fantasy 16 on here? I don't know. They don't give me the results to that, but whatever. That's my game of the year, my personal game of the year. Shout out to Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 was a fantastic game. Not even sleeping on Spider-Man 2 at all. It was so much fun. I like the Spider-Man and Miles Morales, teamwork they got there. Now, people that still calling him Miles Morales and they're not calling him Spider-Man. Yes, he is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Spider-Man. Let's get that out the way right now. Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Miles Morales is Spider-Man. You got to give it the times, people. Come on, he earned it. The Venom was amazing. We ain't got to even talk about that. But Resident Evil 4 was my first game of the year. That was in line first for the year, and then it was later on Final Fantasy 16. But Resident Evil 4, it is a remake. Now I understand, people don't like remakes being in the Game of the Year conversation because it's a remake of an old game. I get it, but Resident Evil 4 was just so good. It just so good. The vibe of the game was just amazing. The scenery, the gameplay was a lot better than the original. This game is better than the original. I will say that right here, right now. This game is better than the original. When you aim downside, you can actually move. That is with the times. You can't stand and shoot anymore. But I get it. I still love the original. Still one of my favorite Resident Evils. But Resident Evil 4 just send it through the roof. Especially if you want to even consider putting the DLC in here, the separate ways. Probably one of the best DLCs I've played in a long time, and it's cheap. Well, I wouldn't say cheap, but it's cheaper than most DLCs that you will get for content like that. Like that is just that's just good. I like it. Baldur's Gate 3. Now, I'm not really familiar with Baldur's Gate 3 like that. I know little to nothing about it. I know it's like Dungeons and Dragons, but when they said Baldur's Gate 3 was coming out in August, I really paid it no mind. I really just didn't really care about it. And then once it came out on PC and Xbox, I think it came out on PC first, and then it came out on the PS5 and the month later, and it was just getting 98 reviews, 100 reviews, 100 reviews, 97 reviews. Like they were going crazy for this Baldur's Gate game. And I know how innovative this game is, and I've seen gameplay. I just can't get into it, but this is definitely one of the favorites to win it all. Baldur's Gate 3. Now, show of hands who heard of Baldur's Gate 1, who heard of Baldur's Gate 2. I probably heard of it here and there, maybe 5 times my entire life, but it is what it is. And Alan Wake 2. Now, 3 games that came out in October that Game Awards like to do when it's a recent game that comes out. They like to push it like, hey, this might be Game of the Year because it's fresh in people's minds. Marvel Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Alan Wake 2 all came out in October. So, Alan Wake 2, I played the remastered Alan Wake 1. Didn't really like it like that. It looked like a PS3 game when it was on PS4, but this Alan Wake 2 looks really good. It's scary. You know, it does have jump scares. I did see a couple, but I think it's the narrative of what the game is. Like that fact that you can create your own world. I guess it's kind of weird. This Alan Wake 2. It's not my kind of game. I kind of breeze past it, but I know the acting is really good. I don't know what the lady's name is. Sorry, I gotta look her up later. But I heard she was nominated for one of the best actors for this year, alongside with Yuri, the person that voices Spider-Man, and Clive from Final Fantasy 16. That's all off the top of my head. But I heard Alan Wake 2 could be a sleeper pick to win it all. I know it has a lot of nominations. Now, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. This was the back to being the 2D side scrolling Mario game that people didn't think was going to be successful. But I said, hey, it is Mario. It's bound to be successful. Seen some gameplay on it. See, there's a lot of singing, multiplayer, which is always good, and Mario platformer. I suck at Mario. I can play Sonic all day. I'm trash at Mario. Can't platform for my life. But Mario Wonder still really good. Is it going to win? I doubt it. I highly, highly, highly doubt it. Now, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, I said was going to win Game of the Year before it even came out. Once I saw the release date and I saw that it was coming out in 2023, I said, "Oh, this got it. This is hands down Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom," which is some people called it a updated Breath of the Wild, but I no, it's a lot different than that. But yes, the Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. It's Zelda number one. Okay, so it's already gonna be on that pedestal because of how great Breath of the Wild was, and then you got the legacy games like Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and A Link to the Past. Like this guy's games is amazing through the roof, you know. But yeah, I heard a lot of good things about all of these games, really. But if I had to pick who was going to win the game of the year, it's my pick would be Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Second would probably be Baldur's Gate 3. That is the only two every year is like two games that have a really good shot at winning Game of the Year. I'm going to do another video on all the Game of the Year winners after this awards is done. I might actually do a reaction video after the awards is done too, just to see if I'm right. But yes, I would say Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, Baldur's Gate 3. Alan Wake 2 would be a sleeper to win Game of the Year. Another would be Spider-Man 2. At the bottom, I would put Super Mario Brothers Wonder. I would put Resident Evil 4 over Wonder because it was just so good. Like, it's so good. Remake or not, this game came out this year. And this is a great game this year. So why not be nominated for Game of the Year? It only makes sense to me. Okay, so my next video resulting in the Game Awards will be, hey, who won this year? So, I will see you next week, December the 7th. I'll probably drop a video on the 8th. So, alright, I'll see y'all later.